All right, I'm going to recap the bullshit of the first week of November and other things that were going on, things I didn't mention, updates, going way back to when Foot Soldier was on the Primal Ed show, and they had their debate that lasted about 3 hours, and I covered it in a 4-hour video. Well, there was an hour of me commenting on all the crap, but the day before that, they tried to have that discussion, and it did not go well. Foot Soldier probably started it. I forget what was going on. He was going in a direction that Tristan didn't like, but the way Tristan acted towards that was really strange and a-hole-like. He didn't have to react that way. I think he was showing just the jerk that he is. Or also around that time, I was pointing out that he is a conservative. You can tell he is. Yep, it all goes together. And the way he looks even fits in. By the way, did you see your new Attorney General? Oh, I have a picture of him. Well, I knew I was going to bring it up at some point. There's the look. There it is. You got to deal with that for who knows how long. He's going to make your lives miserable. He's going to screw up a lot of people. He's going to keep the killer-in-chief in the White House controlling your lives. Oh, but I digress. It's not what I want to talk about here. So the way Tristan was acting, see, he's a huge jerk, and maybe if some of the people who watch him knew more about who he really is, some people wouldn't watch him. And maybe that's why he deleted that video, because he looked much worse than Foot Soldier did. Otherwise, he would have kept it up. Well, he deleted that, but I have got some of that footage. And so we can spread that video out to people, to show people. So I'll put that link down below in the description. Okay, next thing I want to talk about. I have not really talked about this new thing I'm doing that I was calling carbo rating. Used in a certain way, it's when we raid another channel that is doing a live video, and we do it live. Maybe we will call it a carbo raid. I tried it with Dr. Berg. Okay, this leaf blower is coming right at me. Yeah, he's blowing like 5 leaves around. Well, you've seen it. Gotta wait. So I tried it with Vegetable Police too, because we can get the viewers' attention, bring them over to my channel instead, and it hasn't gone really well. Turn that thing off! I'm trying to make a fucking video! So I want to get some confirmation from my audience. Isn't this a good idea? These videos weren't getting enough viewers. The lower rated videos there, and I just want to confirm with my audience. We had some notification problems that happened, but isn't this a good idea? That I go on live right when another channel's going live, and we coordinate. Me and you, we go over there and comment, saying that what they're teaching is a bunch of BS. And Gary, Vegan Carburetor, is covering this live right now and debunking all of the bullcrap. Use the name Carburetor and they can find me that way. You can also post a link to my channel, which is YouTube/user/Gary1111001. I can remember that, but I don't know if you can. I wanted to mention the election that happened. I haven't talked about it since. We've all been defeated. Well, there's some hope, but I don't want to give people hope anymore now that the election's over. There's no leaves. He's only He's only blowing just because he's making money. There's nothing to blow anymore. Those things put a lot of pollution in the air. There's a place, at least some place in California, that banned those things. Finally, after living with this, California has a lot of them. Where I was, high maintenance place. I was so sick of them. And then they finally got around to banning them because they're stupid. I'm not in a liberal place here right now. So they're back. Now, speaking of which, you're all screwed. Now, Democrats did get enough votes to be able to impeach Trump. But we've seen this before, that anything that happens, he's able to get out of it and just keep going. And he's been able to do this his whole life. You know, the United States is not the land of justice that they teach us. It just took an evil person who is totally twisted by fake news. The news he gets, Fox, Alex Jones, Breitbart, and that other one, I shouldn't mention them. They are the fake news. They are completely political, and they're twisting reality. They've gotten into the White House now. In case you don't understand the damage, the fire in California right now, we now have fires killing huge amounts of people, along with the shooters. And all these things are backed by Republicans. They are instigating all this. They ignore global warming, climate change. They're not doing anything about it. And these disasters like fire and hurricanes are just going to get worse and kill more people more often.
I read today about a 10-year-old girl with Down syndrome who was taken from her mother and put in a cage. Wow, I read about did you say want to a 10-year-old with Down syndrome? I read a
14 children were missing and we didn't even know it. How was that not a bigger story?
Every law enforcement agency in this country separates parents from children when they're arrested for a crime. We are a law enforcement agency. We are enforcing the criminal laws. I don't blame anybody if you want to be the greatest country on earth, being a part of this greatest country on earth, which we all are.
It's pretty hard to listen to someone say we're the greatest country on earth while simultaneously justifying why we're unnecessarily ripping kids away from their parents.
Now here is yet another guy with that look.
That was the right thing to do. Regardless how sad and unfortunate it is, no one wants to see families separated, but...
He's a 6-year-old from Honduras. He was separated from his mother and reunited after a month apart, but...
The U.S. kidnapped this kid from the parents and psychologically turned him against his parents.
I think I need to leave, okay?
Esta separación fue muy larga, mi hijo ya ha cambiado mucho. Con tanto trauma.
We did that, and not because we had to, but because we chose to. And horrifically, we may actually be about to do it again.
And now we've had our first election since Trump's presidency. And Americans have confirmed that this is what they want. Now, the United States is now officially evil. The voters, you know, when they finally get sick of this and maybe make the connections, maybe people will learn one day. The next day you have a chance is 2 years from now. And now the weather.
Can I show you what's happening out there?
If you're on the east end of the state, there is a possibility for more showers tonight.
We do have some precipitation down south, starting to move in parallel to the mountains. You can see it down in the foothills.
You can see some precipitation popping up across eastern Oregon. A little pocket now of rain and snow.
I think we're hanging in for the stormy cycle in November.
The rain chance keeps elevating throughout the day.
And if you still don't get it, it's going to be another 2 years you'll have to live like this, or maybe not live, but I'm finished. I'm getting old, and this is what happens with most people. They give up. I've done enough trying to change things, and people don't even want to hear the message. So I'm out of there, and I won't be watching news anymore. It's just abuse. It's too much stress. I feel that I have heart disease from all that and other things. I got other things to focus on that I can make a difference somewhere. That's it for this video. I'll put some links below. Subscribe. I got big videos coming up. That last big video I was talking about, I made it, but it's not getting the views. And that's because concerning politics. But I thought people would click on it because it's some great clickbait. This video had me cracking up a lot while I was making it, editing it. This is a superb video. Drunk Obama. You don't want to miss that. One person said, it's the best fake video you're ever going to see. You see a lot of fake stuff. Stuff you may not know is fake. You don't know if this is fake, but either way, it's great. There's some good, subtle messages in there. So, okay, I gotta go. And I'll see you again tomorrow. We're rocking every day.